As we conclude the Chicago Catholic tournament, I'm here with the head coach of Mount Carmel, Alex Tsirtsis. We're in your house today, the entire Catholic League. How'd you feel about the tournament and the way things went? Besides your team, but just the way the whole thing played out.
I think it, went really well. A lot of great competition. You can see that in the, third, fourth place matches, fifth, sixth place matches. Championship matches were, a lot of exciting ones. A lot of tough wrestlers, so it was good.
And speaking of tough wrestlers, Kendall Coleman got the job done today. I was told his nickname was Second, and he said he's going to do something about that. But talk to me a little bit about that semifinal match that he had with Styles.
He's lost to Styles the last 3 times they wrestled. I think he beat him the previous 2 times before that. And it was just good getting that monkey off his back. You know what I mean? He's been, he's been attacking, he's being aggressive, but he's just got to figure out how to finish on him because he's getting to his legs a lot. Just got to finish to score points. You don't score points by just getting to his legs.
Well, having been a great wrestler, you know that you're only as good as your last match, and you're pretty much judged on your last performance. So where do you build from that with Kendall, what he did today, to next week and beyond?
Just keep working on his finishes. He's the hardest worker in our room. I would be surprised if anyone in the state works harder than him. So his conditioning is tremendous. So his pace could be extremely high the whole match. So he knows he could do that. His mat wrestling's got a lot better. And so now he just needs to finish the takedowns to score points and, widen the gap on guys.
Now your team, the Mount Carmel team, is to me, it's kind of a surprise how well they've been doing. Because in the preseason, I don't know if people really thought that you guys would be as good as you were, but you put in some tough competition out of state. Give me your philosophy on going out of state to make your team better.
We want to wrestle the best guys in the country. There's no reason to, go and try to compete and not get yourself to that level. Our goal here in Mount Carmel is to, be one of the top teams in the country. We don't just want to be one of the top teams in the States. So we got to figure out, how to be as good as the St. Paris Graham, how to be as good as the Montini is right now, and we got to go to those places for the kids to realize what they have to do.
That's so true. Now you also run a training facility called Region Wrestling. Those guys are tough as nails. I've seen them on the kids level. I've seen them on the high school level, the guys that train there. How does that come into play with what you're doing here in Mount Carmel?
It's all the same. It's all wrestling. It doesn't matter which team it is or, where you're at. It all comes down to wrestling and just trying to instill, the values that you have in the sport to the kids and having them execute it when they're competing, we have a young team, so it's kind of hard to get them to consistently execute the things that they're supposed to, but that's why we're here. That's why we're going to compete in the toughest tournaments in the country, is so they learn how to compete in tough situations.
Now, this is your second year as a head coach here at Mount Carmel, but it feels like you've been here longer than that. You kind of picked the ball up and just kept rolling. Your style of wrestling has been progressive. Talk to me a little bit about just being part of the Mount Carmel legacy.
It's great. The support around the program is tremendous. The alumni are tremendous. Our families are, you can't say enough about them. And the kids are great kids too. So it's a lot of fun.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for stopping and talking to the state of Illinois. I know you got a little closing out work to do because all these people are in your house today. But thank you for hosting the Chicago Catholic League. I think it's the best facility in our conference to host this type of event. No slight to anybody else, but this is a great facility, and you're the host of it. So just thank you for everything you've done. And you want to send a shout-out to anybody?
No, just thank you for everything you guys do, too.
Thank you.
70-pounders on the podium.